Hello everybody, today we're going to assemble, then install a modular Lipo battery holder and adjustable CG system. As you can see on the screen is just the laser cut parts. That's what we're going to use today for our project, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do is chop out the front windshield so that we can get better access and more space to work with. On the bench in front of me is all the bits we're going to be using to assemble both the hold down platform and the removable tray. One part goes inside the aircraft permanently. The second part is a module which can take different size Lipo batteries, and you can also adjust the CG with them. First thing is to laminate the two halves together of the battery tray support. This is being done right now. I then put the two halves together and use alligator clips and tape to keep it all in place. A little bit of CA around the edges and some kicker will allow you to work much faster because you'll be able to use the piece while it's still curing. Here's a tip I learned this winter. It's been pretty damn cold and very cold in the shop, even with the heat on. And my epoxy's just not setting up. So hitting it with the heat gun like I'm doing here for just, 10-15 seconds makes, I guess it gets the catalyst going and the epoxy starts to set up even when it's 60 degrees. While the epoxy's setting up, we'll begin the assembly of the battery holding base. The battery base is assembled using a series of Tongan grooves. They're CA'd together, hit with some kicker, and are very strong. Then I put a fillet of CA on the inside, kind of like a weld, and it just helps create a better bond. As you'll see a little later, this system uses some locking clips that push forward and lock the Lipo battery base down. It's really pretty good and it works great. With the front, back and sides installed, it's time to install the cam lock frame. This is what I'm doing right now. I find it helps when assembling some of these modules to use a reference picture as you see in the video. Even though I designed this thing, from month to month, you're not building that many, so you forget how things go together. Now it's time to mount the cam lock. All right, now I'm just going to put this guy in, which is our lever. You'll see how this works in a second. Just using a regular 440 Allen bolt. It basically self-taps into the plywood. Then the Allen bolt just becomes the hinge pin. So everything just revolves around it and it's locked in there, so it's kind of like having Loctite on it. Now it's time to dry fit the sub-assembly, which I've just done. I'm marking off the positions where I need to put things in because once I glue it, I put glue on, I should say, I definitely want to get it in the right place the first time. So just using a pencil, I'm just marking it. I have pre-sanded where it's going to fit, and I'm just putting a pretty good amount of shoe glue on this piece because I really need it to stick. So it's sticking on the bottom, it's going to stick to the sides of the front landing gear box, the no steering box, and it becomes very strong because it becomes an integral part of the structure. Too much, but what the hell. Okay, we swing her into position and we're just going to bring it down now into this position here. Okay, that looks good. I'll try and get a little CA in there just to hold it in position until we can carry on working. Now I fit the battery plate into the slot. You'll be able to see it if I can keep this door up. There we go. Here we go. In we go. Now that'll give me the position for where I can put the rear hold down plate. This is what everything screws into and holds the battery base into position. It's now time to assemble the hold down plate, which everything screws into and is secured in the root of the wing. So I'm just going to put some blind nuts into it. And here we are. This is done just the same as I've done in some previous videos. It works very well. I just have to do the other two and then we'll move on. So I've now installed the battery brace lower bracket. It's attached with shoe glue into the wing saddle just on top of it, so it's in a very strong position. Lots of adhesion area. And I'm now just going to basically fit the battery frame in, line it all up, stick a weight on it so it can just sit there and cure. Only takes a second to push these buttons and help the channel. So this is how all this thing looks like when it's done. See, here's the locking mechanism. See how it comes down? And that locks into this plate down there. And I can put a spring between here and here to make sure that it's always under tension when it's in the plane. I can also tighten this bolt here, and this guy will put tension on this bridge here, which is what it's for, because I really don't need all of these, but it's for tensioning. Anyhow, that's what a double battery tray looks like. This is a single battery tray for 6S. You could also stick a 4S battery in there, small or large. It just needs to have the Velcro on it. And this is just so we got options with the Tucano. You can fly it on one 6S battery. We've flown them with a 6S 6000. You get very scale performance. You don't get the same performance that you would with the 8S system, like I used in the test flight. And that's the one, we got the test flight video. So we have options, so we can do whatever. Another thing we're doing is we can use this as just a 6S battery with a 2S battery saddled on top of it. Just needs longer Velcro for that, and there's plenty of room for it to fit in. Obviously, you got like 6-inch depth there. So yeah, it'll work basically for 3 different battery setups. And the nice thing is you can adjust the CG up to a couple of inches on it, which also helps, but because of this long tail, it doesn't really seem to matter that much. Right, now it's time to install this thing and show you how it all connects up. So we've got the battery plate here. That slides into that slot in the forward mount that we'd put in prior. Then all we do, install the 3 screws. The composite wing will have a couple of recesses down this area where these screws and blind nut keepers are underneath. And that way there's no interaction between the two. Now this bolt here that I'm putting in, it's an interesting bolt, this one. I was doing some work for NASA many years ago, and after some of the parts in stock reach a certain age, they send them out and I guess sell them off to those like military outlets or whatever you call them, and auction them off and so forth. This bolt, it's off the space shuttle, and the neat thing about it it has like a red dye somehow encased on the inside. So if it fractures or it's over tightened or the thing gets stressed, then it bleeds. So the engineers and mechanics and what have you can see exactly what's going on with the plane. I should say with the space shuttle. Anyhow, just an interesting little thing. It probably cost $10 million a piece, but who knows. All right, so let's just do a simulated battery install here. So 2 4S batteries. We then just simply do this, strap them down. The nice thing about this method is you just pull it out and you don't have to remove the batteries from the tray. All right, so let's bring this back into focus. So now you just line up which set of slots you want. Like I said, there is 2 inches of CG movement. So you can put them in front or back, and then you simply lock it down like I've done there. And it's locked in, as you can see. Undo the cam lock, pull her out. It's a bit tight right now because everything's new. And we're done. I'll just quickly show you the 6S battery tray without the battery so you can see easier. So I'm putting it into the middle set of slots with the forward CG position and put the cam lock down. It's locked in place. It's not going anywhere until we undo it and bring it back out. This system works really, really great. I like it. And weight-wise, it's only adding maybe half an ounce, so it's really quite light. And a plane this big, which is 6 foot plus, it doesn't really do any difference to the flight characteristics. It'd be great if you could like and subscribe. It would really help the channel. Thanks.